up, guys? Thanks and welcome back to the channel. In Queen's Court, review and commentary with Creator Arena. I am Princess Lightfoot. So we last left off episodes 3 and 4. We recapped those. We are now gonna go over on this in this video on my episode. Queen's Court's episode streaming now on Peacock TV for about $4.99 per month. We're gonna go over those episodes 5, 6, and I believe 7 in this video. 5, 6, and 7. Yeah. So episodes 5. Okay. Looking into your eyes. So this is episode 5. So basically, I call this one "Looking into Your Eyes" because see this girl. I don't know her name. I forgot her name. She's actually friend to Nivea. This guy. This is interesting. So this guy, Nivea feels like she likes this guy, but he's just like, that's not what it is. Nivea's used to having a hard time. She's used to having to chase. She's not used to the things being handed to her per se. Do you know what I mean? Like in love, you know what I mean? Like she dated Lil Wayne. Okay, that's it. I don't need to say anything else. That is challenging in itself. Okay, and so so basically, I mean, any rapper, especially in the 90s, whatever, even nowadays, what the hell? Do you really think he's gonna be like showing this woman, even has the time to show her complete worth? Nivea's not used to that, so she doesn't know what the fuck is going on. So she's just chasing what she can't have. She's like a kid in the candy store. So it's the guy really, I feel like, is posing a distraction for her. What's really happening here though in this particular scene, looking into your eyes, because that girl was better. He makes a better couple with that girl with the red shirt. They totally, all three of them hit it off. I feel like the way this should go should be that he's gonna marry the girl in the red shirt and Nivea's gonna be there. Yeah, see, that's her husband, man. That's her husband. I hope that they swap numbers somehow. So they're gonna wind up together, and then Nivea's gonna be like the maid of honor or something like that. That's the best case scenario, right? All right. That wasn't actually, and I apologize if this is not going all in chronological order. I apologize for that, but definitely we're covering 5, 6, and 7 episodes. 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and that's why you should subscribe to Peacock today. Yeah. So I labeled this scene fathead, because in the back of his head, there's this. He's one of these guys that has these rolls. See, I think we can. There. I can get it. See, it's like perfectly straight, but then it's when he leans back, it's rolls. They're there. There's lines and all that. So I don't like that, and I just feel like that's gonna get like more and more of a thing. Anyways, fat head. It just seems like he's got a fat head to me. But here's the thing about this guy. Okay, so this guy, I don't necessarily like him for Evelyn. I don't like him for anybody I know or anybody I've ever seen. I don't think he's kind of weird, right? He's very, very, very strange, and I don't like the way he looks at Evelyn's daughter. Okay, because she's a grown woman. She's her daughter, but she's not a little girl. Okay, so it's just a bit strange the way he looks at her. Right? He looks like he's attracted. He looks like he's more attracted to her than Evelyn, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. He gives me a creepy vibe. So I think that Evelyn's gonna find that out sooner or later, that this guy's kind of creepy, and especially as it pertains to her daughter. And hopefully, you see that it's like lines in the back of his head. They're there, bro. He's not even fat. It's just like he's a fat head. So that's just like that's whatever. That's me. That's just me, my thing. You know what I mean? And I can have it. I can have my thing. People, like I said, not everybody thinks that I'm attractive. What the fuck? I don't like that, and I don't like him, and I think he's fake, and I don't like the way he looks at I forget her name. Shanti. So I don't want to be like, you know what I mean, wrong. So I don't know her name, but it's Evelyn's daughter, and I think he creeps me out by herself. Forget it. So So that's actually someone. So episode 5, scene 3. Okay. So in this scene, I titled this "Made for Each Other." They're so made for each other. So I was actually going off on a tangent a little bit earlier about Nivea. Look at this man. This man loves her. He actually loves her, bro. He looks at her. He looks into her eyes. She complains that she doesn't know where he's coming from. She wants to make sure it's not all sexual. Girl, he could pick your big ass up. Okay? He could pick your big ass up. That's all you need. Girl, bye. What you talking about? She's just not even used to that. She just not even used to that. And she just need to chill. She just need to chill. And if she feel like she don't want to be all this about sex and that, just don't give it to him right away, girl. But when you have, I think she cannot just deal with and get over the fact that he's a good man. He's good looking. He could pick her up. He not broke. Okay, he's a decent man, girl. And he wants you. And I think that's what it is for Nivea. I think she just can't accept the fact that this is a good thing for her. She's so used to running into bad shit. She's so used to it that she's trying to run away from it. And it's a shame, girl. So I really hope that they ended up together. I haven't, I got up to, I'm in episode 8. But in this episode, in our episode here today, we'll be covering 5, 6, and 7. So, scene 4. Scene 4, episode 5. I call this going both ways. Okay. So this guy actually, I don't know. He's not Tarek, I don't think. I think his name is Gerard. I think that's, Puff. Puff. Ugh. So Puff actually goes both ways. I think he goes both ways, in my opinion. Because he just was so, like even in this one, he's talking about having to spend the night with the guys. You know what I mean? Having to spend the night with the guys in the same house. He's just too excited about it. And just like, look, it's just everything about this guy. You know what I'm saying? He's too much. Like, he's gay. Like, I just believe he goes both ways. And this whole, his hair. So when you do so much with dreads, that's just too much. That's not, And then this perfectly, all that. I don't know. I'm not going to call the man gay. I'm just going to say, in my opinion, in my perspective, I believe it goes both ways. And I'm going to say that. Definitely not man enough for me. Shout out to Tony Braxton. Yeah. So, that's episode 5. He went home. Yeah. And we're going to move on to episode 6. Episode 6, scene 1. Episode 6, scene 1. I call this no match for the champ. Yeah. Evelyn is no match for the champ. The champ is no match for Evelyn, actually. Look at him sweat bullets. I think this man has had a harder time trying to court Evelyn than he's had in any ring at any point in his life. Like, this process has stressed him out, I know, far more than any anticipation of any fight in his life. He'll probably be an even better boxer after this shit. Evelyn makes him so nervous. It's not even funny. She's so beautiful, though. I can totally get that. I can totally see that because she's so adorable. Evelyn's so adorable. And Evelyn still gives me that all of this isn't just makeup. I don't like when women draw their eyebrows on. I'm not a fan of that shit, but whatever. Ugh, it's not my face. But I can see so much natural beauty in Evelyn. And I still just think she's so gorgeous. And I know, I said what I said. Today, if you notice, I'm like in a more calmer mood. Less chocolate. I don't know. She's just so gorgeous. She's making him nervous. He's like her dream girl. And he literally, so yeah, I've got a surprise for you guys. Not really a surprise, but check this out.
What I like about Nivea is that there's not really a front, and I like that because it's very loving and open, but it's also cut and dry. And I'm just saying this, but I wish Evelyn was a little bit more like Nivea, because I would like to get to know Evelyn a little more. I was like that.
Right? Okay. So he's basically saying that, you know what I'm saying? He's saying that he wishes that Nivea was Evelyn. You know what I mean? He wishes Nivea looked like Evelyn. Or he wishes that Evelyn had Nivea's personality. So either way, it can be insulting to one lady or the other. So I hope that neither one of them picked him. And I don't think they did, but I would be so shocked. I don't know where this is going. I hope Evelyn does not pick that guy. Fathead. because it looks like he has a chance and it's so disturbing. He is actually having an issue even with the thought of being turned down by Evelyn, this guy right here. Because in this moment, she's like saying, well, oh, would you even be able to deal with the limelight and things like that? And he was like, I don't think Evelyn should get with the boxer, though, because they can be aggressive and they are used to fighting. And if she gets aggressive, like, I don't think that she should get with the boxer. And I'm not saying, yeah, they beat on their women. That's bullshit. I'm saying that she obviously feels so raw about this incident that happened with her and Ocho. So probably not a boxer for Ev. They're no match for each other, actually. I should have named that no match for each other. Episode 16-3. I labeled this one Wishing You Were Her. Right, because I was literally just saying that to you guys. So in this moment, so actually I think that's when I'm supposed to play the audio. Fine, doesn't matter. So in this moment, he, she's confessing like, hey, I actually like you and stuff like that. And then she's like, well, I think, yeah, she already did that. So now she's playing it cool. And he really likes Nivea, but he's just like not into her. And we already heard that, so yeah. Combine those two scenes together and just cut that part out. Combine those with the footage. Episode 16-4. So this guy, totally pissed off Tamar. Tamar's done with it all. She goes, well, because first of all, he misappropriated her words. He literally just put words in her mouth. So that wasn't cool. She didn't say that. And she didn't say all of what she said either. But it still shouldn't have led him to believe that complete fucking statement that he came up with. So she goes, he goes, well, if you aren't singing or whatever, something like that, what'd you be doing? And she's like, what? I'd still be, or if it wasn't about the money or something, she's like, what? I'd still be doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And he's like, that's what's up. The problem is he doesn't believe her. The problem is, see, he's a problem. He's phony. He's fake. And he's the type of person that's really jealous of a woman's success. You know what I'm saying? He would be jealous of her success. And he would be the type of person, yeah, he's no good. Look, he's even got a scratch on his face. Who's been fighting him? What's up with that? What the fuck is up with that? That guy's shady as shit. Shady cat self. Look at him. Don't even trust anybody that has that fucking look, bro. He's giving me so Jafar right now. Anyways. So Tamar's like, I'm done with them all. She's pretty much done with anybody whose name is not Gatsby or JR at this point. At this point in the thing. Episode 7. Episode 7, Scene 1. I labeled this one Addicted to Torture. Because this girl is fucking addicted to torture. I don't know if I labeled this episode I Cry, You Cry, We Cry Together. Because that's what I literally wanted to label it. Because I was like, every last cast member cried. Well, not every last cast member, but I think that Tamar cried too. But, Nivea and Ev cried. And it's like enough. Because Nivea cries like a lot, so. Nivea's like me and Candy. And she's like a part of our club where we're a part of a very small percentage of the world that cries a lot, even when we're angry. So yeah, she just cries. But I don't know. She's literally a part of the club in that way. I think she's gonna cry regardless. Like, she cries when people give her gifts and she cries. I don't know if I'm doing that much crying. And I mean, if it's like a house or a car, oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? Like a life-altering gift, yeah. My soul's crying then, because my soul's moved. But I hope that her soul isn't always moved this much. Like, because it probably is not that healthy. And where is it moving to? Because it's like your soul. Like, you're crying a lot. So I don't know. But Nivea's cool. She's addicted to torture though. Because, she's complaining that in this moment she's confessed her love for Travis. Meanwhile, there's two melanated men chasing her that she's been giving them most of her attention to. She's like a friend with Travis. So this is what Nivea needs to understand. Nivea needs to understand that she can't have them all. And Nivea is afraid to make a decision and settle down because she's dated so many men that have been afraid to settle down with her and just kind of stay and keep her. So she is afraid that she's going to make the wrong decision. She's afraid. So then when she's faced with something that's potentially good, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like a self-sabotage spirit. So it's like, oh my gosh, is this the wrong decision I'm making? Are they really for me? And then if that's proven, then it's gonna go, oh my gosh, is there something else out there for me? Am I gonna be missing something? You know what I mean? And then she's gonna keep on going through this perpetual cycle. It's like a real weird, you know what I mean? Like this whole thing that just keeps going round and round and round. It's like linked. It isn't, you know what I mean? It's like infinity and beyond, but not beyond, just infinity. You know what I mean? I don't know. So it's weird. And it's like she's addicted to torture. So I call it addicted to torture. And then like, yeah, because then the guy I showed you earlier, and can play that, whatever, he really, really, like, he loves her. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm intuitive, and I know that man loves her. He's not putting up a front. He actually fucking loves Nivea. And what that man is experiencing is love at first sight. When he looks at her, his eyes, something comes over his eyes on the inside. It's so cool. It's so cute. I love love. And I can see it. It's like a haziness. It's like a fogginess. And his eyes are already dark. But I can still see that he loves her. And I hope she chooses him and she doesn't fuck this up. I think she does a lot of playing around, but she feels this in her punani. Okay? She knows this guy is it. So that's episode 17. Nivea is really exciting. She's like one of the most exciting things about the show. So scene 2, chasing. Here you go again. So right now, this is what I was talking about with her chasing. So I would say so. Or obviously earlier, that scene from earlier probably wasn't when she probably hadn't already confessed her feelings for him, whatever. In this moment, she is, and look at his body language. His body was like, nah, I ain't with that, but we still cool. Yeah, you cool, right? You see what I'm saying? He's like letting her know, like, nah, I'm good on it. Because he really wants Evelyn, but he literally feels like she's the big homie. You know what I mean? Nivea's gotta lose that weight too, because she's got a lot of natural sex appeal. And my thing about the weight is because I come from a healthcare background, it's just that it's just not healthy. That's all. And I'm looking at her back, right? So it's her back and her shoulders. So that's her spine. Her spine that's really suffering because of the weight. So that's all. And then depending on how tall she is, that can really be a bitch. So she's just got to lose the weight for her physical health and comfortability. Yeah. Instead of chasing people that don't want you, Nivea. Ugh, girl. Because it's an old fine ass man up there that do want you, girl. And then he ain't even no bad dude. He's actually, it would be let me tell you how Tamar and Evelyn, but you put them two names together, it would be like Tamar. Tamar. Wow, that's what I say, Tamar. Anyway, sound like a store or a mar. Anyway, so basically, if that man that Nivea got, if he was chasing, let me tell you how Evelyn and Tamar would love to have that man chasing him, okay? He is the best, finest one out that whole motherfucking group. He real smooth, he real genuine and everything. The only way they wouldn't choose that man is say he is a sanitation person or somebody or janitor or some shit like that, because they some type of, I don't know, I feel they give me that they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't be willing to date a normal man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, child. Because, I mean, look at Tamar. She choose the lawyer. That's not a normal man with a normal schedule. You know what I mean? Anyway, this is such bullshit. But I call it meaningful. His actions were meant to be meaningful to Evelyn. And so he stood and he delivered. If I gave her a box with butterflies in it, she'd be fucking happy. I mean, look at what he done. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it just take a little bit of research to see if look, he even said she got butterflies on her. He ain't have to know about the best friend and all that. So then he gave her the butterflies because he noticed the tattoo, and then she's crying. So hopefully she just crying because she feels some kind of way. And she not crying because, child. Hopefully she ain't crying because she's super moved and she think this motherfucker is somebody that he ain't, because I don't trust him. I do not trust him. I don't like this man. I don't like him. He's giving me Chester Mahuda. You already know what it is. That's what it's given, and I don't like it. And I don't even care if he ain't never done it. He's thinking about it. It's all in his eyes, and I don't like it. Okay, he probably gonna want you to dress up like a schoolgirl, and that's what's really gonna perk you up in the thing. Perk her. See. That's why they be wanting younger women, because younger women don't think twice about doing little shit like that. But you would think about it at this point in juncture, right? Or you might be like, oh, he's just kinky. You gonna call that shit kinky? Get out of here with that bullshit. But nowadays you got some bitches that's sick as these motherfuckers anyway. Hopefully that's not Evelyn. And this shit, if she chose him, this shit ain't gonna last. It's not gonna last, because Evelyn is not. Let me tell you something. She can do better than this. She can, and she will. And that's fucked up, because she did all that complaining about Chad. But I bet you Chad didn't do as much damage as that motherfucking Carl and them other players done did. Because how you gonna go from Chad Ochocinco to Carl to Fathead? It's not making no sense, girl. No. Girl, no. Girl, somebody done did something to Evelyn's fucking confidence, and it's fucked up in the thing. And I guess this is a solid cry to go back on Ayala and get it back. Okay, wait a minute. So I just feel like that was a real little slick move he done, but he ain't fooling me with it. Okay, he is not fooling me with it. Move forward. I call this scene "Girl, If Love Was a Snake." Look at this man. Look how he looking at her. They is in love with each other. Look at him. How he looking at her. He about to wipe something off her face. He hardly drank any of that champagne, so he really loves her. And she said, see, the reason why she get on my nerves is because she's saying that she don't know. Look at her, she just don't know. Girl, bye. So if love with a snake, your ass would be twice bitten, Nivea. Your ass would be twice bitten. The other man, the light-skinned man, he's giving me that he goes both ways too. The light-skinned one that's on Nivea, he just got too much. He got too much soft up in him. It's just too much. It's too much. If a woman is already soft, that's our nature. We're already soft and mushy. We don't need that. We don't need that, okay? You need your man to be lean and stern and stiff. I like that. This man is stern and stiff physically and spiritually for Nivea. Look at that, okay? She need to go with this man and stay with this man and be happy in love land. All right. So it's time, boys. I labeled this one this time because it's time for the white boys to go home, I guess. Because I think they both got sent home. I really do. And I'm going to find out for sure after this, because I know that he ain't go home. Nivea, the one that's in love with Nivea, child. Look at Tamar. Tamar is something else, child. Because you know I really didn't like that dress, but I like that dress on Tamar. Ain't that something? That's a fine woman right there. Tamar did, because you know, Tamar used to get on my nerves back in the day. But I just Tamar grown on me so much. And it's just like, Tamar is the type of person that you just love her. You just love her. Or you don't. You know what I mean? And I just love Tamar. You can't, it's really no liking. You know what I mean? I love Tamar. Just love her. Yes, girl. I love you, Tamar. Hey, you is the shit. You walk like you got that thing going on. They is just not standing up to that thing she got going on. But I like how she is humble with it, and it's just like, it's subtle. It's just like, it's effervescent. She's so strong and confident in her spirit and her shoulders back, and she walk with them long legs, and she's just everything. And it's like, girl, and I love it. And other women, she's not intimidated by anybody else, and at the same time, she's not giving, I think I'm better than anybody else. It's just that I'm Tamar, and I'm okay with it, and I love that. And ooh, girl, I love me some Tay. So it's time, boys. So basically they sent the white boys home. Shorty was so instant. So he was cool, you know, and I love the way he said, you know, I learned something here, you know. And I ain't find love here. That's fine, but it was a great journey. He was real relieved to get out that motherfucking ring. Okay, like I told you, that was the hottest ring he ever been in jail. So he glad to go home. I hope he go hard and go call that girl in the red shirt. So then now, the other little boy, his salesman, he made me sick. He sound like a salesman, look like a salesman, talk like a salesman. Ugh. I can't stand. The other little white boy, what's her name? I don't remember that daughter name. She called that shit out. Evelyn daughter called that shit out. But I don't like talking about people kids anyway. So I'll move forward. A couple that prays together. Now the icing on the damn cake. This is the icing on the damn cake. Praying together. They pray together, child. So basically, she going through all this emotional turmoil. I hope she don't bring this man down. And once he choose her, she not waking up early in the morning like, but do you really love me? Do you really love me? Do you really want to stay? Like, girl, I hope she just shut that shit up. Cause that shit just ridiculous. So, but I love Nivea, and this man loves her too, and way more than I do. And, you know, I hope she realized that she's a beautiful soul and it's okay, you know, and I wish him well in his journey to get this woman to love herself and understand that she is worthy of healthy love and a healthy, good man. Okay. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to hit the bell, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to catch my recaps of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm on my way to run around those corners and complete my podcast about that now. Actually, they're not podcasts, but they are available on Spotify and Apple. Thank you. Bye-bye.